Understanding layoffs, an in-depth analysis. What is a layoff? A layoff is the involuntary termination of an employee's job, typically prompted by factors unrelated to the employee's performance. This action is usually taken by employers for several reasons, including cost-cutting measures. Companies may need to reduce overhead expenses due to a decline in demand for their products or services. Seasonal closure. Industries that experience fluctuations in demand due to seasonality may lay off employees during off-peak periods. Strategic realignment. A shift in business direction might compel management to restructure the workforce. Economic downturn. Broader economic challenges can result in job losses across various sectors. When employees are laid off, they lose their wages and most benefits. However, they may qualify for unemployment benefits. Importantly, their investments in company retirement plans, like a 401k, are not lost, and under the Consolidated Omnibus Budget Reconciliation Act, (COBRA), they may continue their health insurance coverage at their own expense for a specific period. Key takeaways on layoffs. Layoffs represent an involuntary job termination often associated with cost-cutting rather than employee performance. Unlike employees dismissed for misconduct, laid-off workers can typically access government unemployment benefits. Some employers offer severance packages, providing an additional financial cushion based on length of service. Mass layoffs can have detrimental effects on local economies, especially in communities reliant on a single employer or industry. Understanding layoffs. Generally, layoffs affect multiple employees simultaneously rather than one individual. They can happen due to various reasons, like financial woes or changes in ownership. Sometimes, companies might choose to downsize even when financially healthy to enhance profit margins. Organizations facing layoffs may offer voluntary buyouts or early retirement options to reduce staff numbers voluntarily, allowing employees to leave the company with financial incentives. Layoff versus furlough versus firing. Understanding the differences among layoffs, furloughs, and firings is essential. Layoff, usually permanent but can sometimes involve rehires if the business situation improves. Furlough, temporary job suspension with the expectation of returning, often linked to short-term financial constraints, common in public sector jobs during budget stalemates. Firing, termination due to employee misconduct or failure to meet job expectations, which generally disqualifies the individual from receiving unemployment benefits. Examples and statistics of mass layoffs. Significant mass layoffs were observed during the initial phases of the COVID-19 pandemic, particularly in industries like travel, hospitality, and retail. According to the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics, BLS, over 20 million jobs were cut in April 2020 alone. To mitigate these losses, the federal government introduced programs like the Paycheck Protection Program, designed to help businesses keep their workforce employed despite temporary downturns in revenue. Statistics on layoffs contribute to broader employment data, such as the monthly unemployment rates and job growth figures. The Job Openings and Labor Turnover Survey, JOLTS, tracks employment separations, including layoffs. For instance, as of September 2023, job openings nationwide stood at 9.6 million, showing stability in the labor market. Special considerations for laid-off workers. The implications of layoffs extend beyond the individuals losing their jobs. The ripple effect can impact remaining employees, workplace morale, community economic health, and ultimately, the company itself. Experts, like Stanford's Jeffrey Pfeffer, argue that mass layoffs often do not achieve the intended financial relief, leading to stress among employees and a decline in customer satisfaction. Action steps after being laid off. If you've experienced a layoff, consider the following steps. 1. Review employment contract and severance, understand what you're owed, including severance payments and benefits continuity. 2. Health insurance. Your employer usually halts health insurance by the end of your layoff month. COBRA allows you to maintain coverage at your expense for up to 36 months. 3. File for unemployment insurance. Contact your state's unemployment office as soon as possible to determine eligibility and secure benefits. 4. Evaluate 401k options. You can leave your 401k with your former employer or roll it over to a new employer's plan or an IRA to avoid tax penalties. 5. Prepare for layoffs during mergers. Understand that mergers often eliminate redundancies, and be prepared for potential job losses. Conclusion. Layoffs are a complex issue within the framework of modern economies, fraught with emotional and economic consequences. While they may be necessary for businesses seeking to maintain viability in the marketplace, both the psychological toll on affected workers and the broader economic implications cannot be overlooked. Awareness of available resources and preparation can help individuals navigate the challenging terrain following a layoff.